make sure you hit that like button. Please make sure you hit that the subscribe button, and please make sure you hit that notification bell on the right hand side. Remember, we do go live each and every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6 o'clock Eastern time, like always. Thank you for tuning in to Chaos Culture Radio. Of course, today we have a special guest, but I will introduce him later before we start going on with the topic. Jordan Hakeem, what's going on? What is cracking lacking? What's going on?
Living the dream.
Hey man, I'm feeling good, man. Wonderful, wonderful Friday evening. Let's go. Let's get it.
Yeah, it's my pleasure and it's my honor to introduce my homeboy. I ain't gonna call you by your full name. I'm just gonna call you Ron, so people won't go out there and try to dox you. Ron is on the panel. Let me give you a little bit of backstory between me, history with me and Ron. I actually met him on the set when me and him did we were doing extra for Love and Hip Hop in Miami. So that was a really really good experience. So that's how me and him met. And not only that, but we also did other things too when it came to the aspect of the acting and behind the scenes. So I really do have a greatly well, pretty much it's an honor, it's a pleasure to have him on the panel. Hey Ron, let the people know who you are, man. Tell them about yourself real quick before we get started.
Yo, what's up?
What's up? Yeah, tell them you. I know this is your first time. I know it's kind of nerve wracking, but it's nothing to be nervous about. So yeah, tell the people about yourself, Ron. Tell them a little bit of things. Tell them if you have any like a YouTube channel, Instagram, anything you're trying to start up. Can you hear us, Ron? You can hear us?
Yeah, I was watching the story about Young Thug,
Oh, well,
and I'm
don't talk about it yet. Don't talk about that yet. But just introduce yourself. Introduce yourself real quick. Let the
hey, what's
crowd know who
up?
you are.
Hey,
Yeah.
what's up?
So
What's
go ahead.
going on? This young Dave, this Ron, straight out of North Miami. I'm from Miami, Florida. You know, my first time to be on this show, so I want to discuss the allegations about Young Thug. You know, what the mistakes that he did as a mainstream artist and what he
Okay.
could avoid. Huh?
Okay. We're about to dive in right now about it. So Jordan, you already know it's time. Go ahead. Do your thing. Do
What he
your
could
thing. Go
avoid.
ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead, Jordan.
Okay, I got it. What's going on, people? What's going on? Got y'all guys coming to chat. I see you, Barry White. Welcome, welcome. I see you, Ken Dog. Welcome, welcome. Please remember hit the subscribe button and make sure you hit the like button. We really, really appreciate it. So for today, we got a couple of topics for you guys, and today we're gonna talk about the topic of Young Thug. As you can see, Young Thug, he has a case going on. They did another. They did. I think it was day 7. They did today. So as you guys, you don't know. Young Thug, formerly known as Lamar Jeffrey Williams, he was charged with, Rico, with the Rico case. With that, and then also other charges as well, with gang affiliated and everything. And now the trial has begun. This is on, I believe, it's on the 7th day. This trial can be, before that, there was, the courts was trying to, people that was in the gang and everything, that was trying to give people who was in the gang related plea deals. As one of them, we guys know, Gunner, he had a plea deal. He was in jail, and he got released and gave him a plea deal. And people thinking he's a snitch. So before the trial started, they was trying to give people, plea deals that was formerly low with the gang that he was affiliated. Now the trial has begun. According to Young Thug's him and his lawyers, they try to put a post trial for next month. They're really trying to do that for the jury. I think it was like 7 or 9 jury members and everything. And I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of some details about the trial and everything. I have them. Let me see if I had it posted. I'll give you 1 second. And we do have a video we're gonna show once we to get a little detail of what's going on with the trial. And then once we show the video, we're gonna hold on 1 second.
So who next?
1 second. So today, sorry. Let's see if I could. I had it. Oh, and also there was the the prosecutor trying to use. They're trying to use his rap lyrics as well of him saying some of his
They
black
using
person
his
that he did in
lyrics.
real life as well. So Hakeem, go ahead and play the video, and after that we're gonna chop it up. Go ahead, Hakeem.
I'll say,
Oh, hold on, Ron. Hold on. We're gonna play. We have a video that's goes. We're gonna show details of it. Then you can speak your piece once you play the video.
all right, play the
Okay.
video.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I can't. I think he has like a commercial, and then they'll play the because I got it from CBS.
Yeah, and shout out to make sure as you walk in, make sure you hit that like button. If you go on Facebook, make sure you hit that like button as well. And also, if you watch the replay, also make sure you hit the like button as well, or even a dislike. Just make sure you hit something.
Exactly.
Make sure you hit the like button.
Turning now to one of the most high-profile racketeering cases in Fulton County, Georgia. It is not the one involving former President Donald Trump. District Attorney Fani Willis has accused rapper Jeffrey Williams, who goes by the name Young Thug, of co-founding a violent street gang named Young Slime Life. During opening statements Monday, prosecutors said Young Thug used his music to promote the gang's drug and gun-related activities. Young Thug denies any wrongdoing, but several of his co-defendants have already pleaded guilty ahead of this trial. For more, let's bring in Noah Pines. He's a partner at the Atlanta-based law firm Ross and Pines. Noah, thanks for your time. As we said, the second most famous racketeering case in Fulton County, Georgia, but one a lot of people are paying attention to. Given that some of Young Thug's co-defendants have already pleaded guilty, how difficult of a case is this to defend?
Well, some would say it is the most famous case, at least right now, that, Young Thug is more popular than Donald Trump here in Atlanta. But they started with 28 defendants. They're down to 6. A lot of those defendants who pled are not testifying. At least that's what their lawyer said, that they're not going to be testifying against Mr. Williams. This is a big case. It's different than the Trump case. Trump is really confined to one sort of an act related to the election. This is an indictment that spans multiple years and involves a lot of conduct, including murders and robberies and drug trafficking.
So, no, what do they say he did?
Well, they think he's the kingpin. He's the boss. In the opening statements from the prosecutors, they said there was an agreement, an unspoken agreement, which I don't know how you have an unspoken agreement in a criminal case if you're saying that somebody's part of it. But they think that Mr. Williams is the kingpin, that he's sort of the, quote, mob boss when you think of a Rico case, and that he is the one who is either directing people to commit these crimes or rewarding them for committing the crimes. And that, I think, is going to be the hard part in this case. The Trump case is kind of different. You have Donald Trump at the top. We know what he said to everybody. We know what he said out loud. And then you have his minions kind of acting for him. And in this case, they have a whole bunch of conduct that they've alleged these other defendants have done, including defendants who pled guilty. And now they have to prove that Mr. Williams was the head of the state.
RICO cases really fascinate people, don't they? Mob cases.
Well, I mean, it's a criminal case plus, right? Criminal case is really typically one act, one incident. And a RICO case is an umbrella where you can bring in multiple acts, multiple incidents to say that, hey, these are related, whether it's drug trafficking, whether it's a mob case, whether it's people breaking into cars, whether it's stealing mail and check fraud. RICO really is just an umbrella to bring multiple acts together to give the jury a bigger picture of what's going on rather than this is just one incident.
And prosecutors here plan to use rap lyrics, if I'm understanding this right, as evidence of the gang activity. Can he say that, can he claim artistic expression, for example?
Well, that's one of the defenses is it's, your First Amendment, it's artistic expression. They've asked the judge to keep it out. The judges agreed to let it in. I think that's a mistake. If you think about all the songs you grew up loving, just because somebody sang it doesn't mean it's true. The state's saying, the prosecutor is saying, well, what he's rapping about is very similar to what happened. But that happens, with all artists, whether musical artists in all different kinds of genres, especially when you're talking about rap. So I think that's a stretch. When I was a prosecutor, I kept things really tight, meaning I only allege things I could prove. I don't try to convince the jury of the things that they're just not going to believe. And I mean, there's just so many, you could pick a million examples of other songs that say stuff that aren't necessarily true.
As a former,
you can watch an episode of FBI and, it mirrors what happens, in the country. You can listen to professional wrestlers who are artists, who are out there, who are, saying what they want to say, that they're going to kill somebody or they're going to beat somebody up. And it's just an act. These are artists. They're actors.
As a former prosecutor, do you think they've sealed this case up and surrounded it well, or do you think the defense has enough room to maneuver?
This is the biggest mess of a case that I've ever seen, in my 28 years of practice. Jury selection started early this year, like January this year. It's ridiculous that it's just getting to the trial part of it. You started with 28 defendants, you're down to 6. Not all of them pled, some were severed. This case has been a mess. And if you watched any of the opening statements today, I mean, there were interruptions, there was a motion for mistrial. The judge is getting, his patience is tested. And these are smart defense lawyers, and they are going to do everything they can, not only to win this case, but to set up appellate issues. God forbid that their clients get convicted. These are really, really smart lawyers on the defense side.
Interesting. No, if you say it's the biggest Rico case in Fulton County, I believe you. So not going to argue with you.
It is of today.
We
we'll
appreciate
see how
your
Trump
time.
Pans out. I've got my own thoughts about that. You can have me back when that comes, but I think that case will be way smaller when the time comes.
Very good. All right, Noah, thanks again.
Thank you.
So there you go. That's the update of what's going on, Young Thug and Ron, man. Go ahead, man. What's your piece on it? What's your take?
Go ahead, boss man.
Yeah, go ahead, boss man. You go ahead. The floor is yours.
Yeah, go ahead. Well,
My turn.
yes.
Ron, it's your turn, brother. Hey, Bobby.
Situation was that during that time he was doing the wrong thing, and because he got a case that if he go against the state, if he beats state, the feds still gonna pick up the case. They're gonna find more evidence of it. So they already have enough evidence of it. I don't think he might even beat the case because he's getting charged because he was terrorizing the community. He was doing criminal activity while he was in the street. While he was in the streets, he should have been doing. So that's one of the mistakes he did. And also, he got drugs in the car with the gun that he tried to blame it on Gunner. But I don't know what's. I like to know what the situation is that we should take the consequences. I think you should take it because they show you an example. Say like if you're a superstar and you do a crime, if you big, how you could be a big black artist making all this people do some dumb stuff. And you, I don't get it.
Hey, Ron.
You got all this wealth and money.
Yo.
You just wasting it.
Ron, your mic is choppy. Come log out and come back in. Log out and come back in. Your mic is choppy. Log out and come back in. Leave and come back.
Hear me? Yeah.
No, leave and come back. Okay, good.
Go ahead, Ron. Go ahead. Yeah, I would say go ahead, Ron. Take care of it. What's your take on it?
Yeah. Yeah, happiness on folks. I know he's breaking up really bad, so I told him to leave and come back. When he come back, he'll explain his situation over again. So the situation was transpired with Young Thug. We talked about it last year before the trial actually begun. We pretty much how the simple fact is Young Thug is probably the head leader of the whole YSL group. So that's why pretty much they holding him accountable. What pretty much the crime rate was transpiring in Atlanta over there in Polk County. So they blaming him for everything that was done pretty much throughout the community. Now we already know. I personally believe the rap game is now the new dope game. Pretty much. That's just my personal belief because the simple fact is there's a lot of guys that used to be gang affiliated is now becoming artists and now becoming rappers. However, they never let go of that lifestyle. Don't get me wrong. They also trying to tie in Birdman into it as well because he also have his own personal group called Rich Gang. I think people already know about because I mention that all the time, jokingly about the Rich Gang lifestyle. However, they say that's actually like they think it's kind of like allegedly like a way of gang affiliated as well with YSL. Now YSL is a pretty much
It's a game. YSL's a game.
and doing what they got to do. So, but go ahead, Ron. Finish your take, and then Hakeem will go next. Go ahead, Ron.
All right. I'll say the allegations they charging him is on the music and the lyrics because Cap, the county commissioner, Miss Willis, she wants to lock him up for good because of what he had been doing to the community and what he has been terrorizing the people. And I think he knows better what he should have not done. So I believe even though he's a platinum artist, I really don't feel sorry for him. So I think he should take the jail time. He should do the time. You know, that's my opinion.
Go ahead, Hakeem.
Definitely. So I followed this thing kind of extensively. I'm a big Young Thug fan. I'm also a big YFN Lucci fan. Very, very big.
You do the crime, you do the time.
Definitely. So the thing is, the allegations they have on him are actual, but the problem is to be able to prove it. Since him have been arrested, YFN Lucci, and also the drug rich gang, crime had went down 30% in Atlanta. That is a fact. Many of YSL gang members, they have on record, on video, shooting up people. They've shot up YFN Lucci's cars. They shot at his mama. They're also involved in They was involved in an unaliving of Big Nut, who also was a member of the YFN Lucci gang. So, just like Brother Ron said, I don't feel sorry for Young Thug. You know what I mean? I personally believe he is a kingpin. You know what I mean? They do got one snitch, which is Woody, and he had been cooperating for a while. His name had got leaked. And we'll just see where this goes. You know what I'm saying? Shout outs to Just Hear Me Out.
Yeah, I hear you guys on that. Yeah, this case has gone on extensively. I've been watching the case here and there, and usually I watch it from the lead attorney channel on YouTube. Shout out to lead attorney, and I get a little bit of details of what's going on the case as well. Personally, I feel like this case is going to go on for. I think this case will go on maybe for months, maybe all the way to June, probably to January, because I just feel like this gonna be a very, very extensive of how try to prove Young Thug of his innocence and everything. But purchase for me, I don't think I don't know, there was a plea deal that he could have taken. I believe, he believe Young Thug feel like he has the right set of lawyers that's by him that can really plead that, that he's innocent. Purchase for me, with all the evidence they got on him, including the Rico charge and what he's been doing to the city of Atlanta with the gang, you know. I feel like the prosecutors have because I feel like the prosecutors has really full evidence to really take that man down. That's how I personally believe. And it's a and for you guys to watch it, this is a type of case that that to see that who's better. Young Thug's defendants, his lawyers, or is the Georgia prosecutors are at the top of everything. But yeah, for what I'm hearing from with Young Thug, as he probably began, I don't feel sorry for him, of what he's going through. Like I said, a few of his people that he was with took plea deals, including I said earlier, Young Gunner that I'll say he's affiliated, but him saying what he said and took a plea, went to jail, and they got out and everything. Yeah, with Young Thug, man, it's just a case to watch. Do I believe he did some of those things? Absolutely. That's just personally my belief. And, for him being in Atlanta, as Hakeem said, being the kingpin, if you're convicted, of doing these things, you're going to be in the jail. You're going to be in the prison for a long, long time. And but yeah, this like I said, people just keep watching the case. It's on a lot of it's on some people's channels who's live viewing it, and also it's on the YouTube court channel too. The show in Atlanta. So they just did the day, I think it was, like I said, day 7 today, and I'm see if I can get some more information about what happened in day 7. But yeah, man, this is how I feel about his case.
Go ahead, Ron.
Yeah, like I was saying before, that the case they have found in the verdict on Young Thug case. So I was saying, like, if the feds pick up, even though if he tried to beat the case with his lawyer, and even though he get through it, the feds still gonna pick up more evidence. They're gonna pick the same case up, pick up more evidence. He's gonna be charged, and I don't know if he's gonna get by that chance. Still got some long term run to fight. So it's been like his first lawyer he lost the case the first week. So they coming back saying that they found more evidence of him. He was in a car when he was driving. He was following this Caucasian lady, and she said that he approached her and he didn't do anything, but she felt kind of scared. It's a video. If you look for it, you'll see it through the trial. And they want her or the prosecutors to see if they want her to see what he did. So I believe that they already found evidence on him, and I'm not sure if he's gonna win the case. So they found evidence on him, and they're using his music against him. Like Miss Willis, she want him locked up, so he getting charged with his music. So they trying to say the music is threatening, is bad to the community. So they charging him with as a crime. So I guess that he gonna be. I guess I believe it. I think he's not gonna be able to beat this case. In my words, my word of mine.
I'm not gonna lie. I kind of disagree with you guys. I think he is.
Yeah, I think going on right now. They found more evidence of it, so it's gonna be a long trial. So he's not gonna be able to beat it.
No, I kind of disagree. Guys, because this is a prime example. You have someone like prime example like Kodak Black who beat his case because Trump pardoned him, and you saw the end result with that. Kodak Black just recently just got arrested. Oh,
Yeah.
uh, hey, boy, stop it. Hey, we're gonna buy with podcast. Hey, wrong, Mike.
Hold on.
So I
Hold on. One moment. One moment.
okay, perfect. No, so I think he will be able to beat it because the simple fact is I think Joe Biden will probably pardon him. I won't be surprised he'll do it. Or the regulator will get involved because they see Young Thug as a great asset, especially right now. Now his catalog is right now selling because people are buying his music just because of this trial. Charge me how I
Hey,
I like
I was gonna say, hey, Bronny, I was gonna say I will be shocked if Joe Biden, if while Lucci's found guilty, he goes to tell. I'll be shocked with Joe Biden pardon him.
I won't be shocked.
I'll be shocked
because they understand people right now. This is what this is what pretty much the community needs. They need a guy like Young Thug because the community praise a guy like Young Thug. You think they're gonna lock a guy like Young Thug up? No. Go ahead, Hakeem.
hey, what did Jabari mean therapy?
The drink, the cough medicine.
The car, man, that's it.
All right, that was it. Jabari crazy, man. That was
Yeah,
like,
he threw me off with that.
Jackie is the most crazy of the DB. And shout out to Vibe, Big Heavy Podcast, and shout out to Happy as well. Right now, Happy right now is doing a fundraiser where she for a lot of people because during the holidays a lot of people have a difficult time. So Happy right now she's going around saying people hit her up on the Instagram. I Happy. I'm gonna put her Instagram in the chat. Hit her up if you want to donate for the people of cause in New York. So she's doing a good thing for the holidays for people that's not able to buy food, clothes, or even toys. So shout out for Happy for that. Really do greatly appreciate it. Go ahead, Hakeem.
Yeah, so for me, for somebody who's been in the streets, and I've seen guys been arrested, and I know guys who got caught up in Rico and got caught up in that Rico statutes here and out of state. You know what I mean? When they get you, they got you. You feel me? And they usually don't get you for no reason. And I want people to know that. And this is why it's important that we stay in kids' lives and not let rap music be role models to them. Because these are not role models. They're degenerates. You know what I mean? These are not Malcolm X's, Martin Luther King's. They, you know what I mean? They'll destroy the neighborhood and try to build it back up with turkeys.
Yeah.
And book bag giveaways. You feel me? When the people who's actually doing the work, they're never getting no recognition. And that just says a lot about our community, what we value and what we value as role models and what we value as people. So and it's important when we not to differentiate that.
And I say this, Hakeem, not just, in our black community, but, like I said, not just, black community listen to rap, but, a lot of white people and Hispanic listen to rap too. And the thing is, it's like when they listen to lyrics like that, they be thinking like it's purely entertainment. And when they think it's purely entertainment and they see, Young Thug's in jail, like what Ronnie was saying earlier, people, Ronnie think it's innocent, but I feel like, other fans, that's in the white community, Hispanic community, thinking of him saying, lyrics and everything, or do what he's doing is pure entertainment, and he's going to jail. A lot of people would say that he's innocent. So I would say, majority of his fans and in the Hispanic and the white community, they kind of agree with Ronnie saying he's innocent because I don't believe he does those things, even if he says stuff in his right lips and everything. And him like and some people and some of these white people in Hispanic don't really be thinking some of these rappers really be in the streets like that. They really, really do. As we know, they definitely be in the streets like that. But most of his fans, if he's found guilty, they're gonna find out and say, hey, he's been guilty, even though they might say free Young Thug, this and that. A lot of people think that he's innocent. A lot of his fans think that he's innocent.
Hey, I can't. You have a happy Instagram? Can you put it in the chat so people can be able to donate for the good cause for this winter, for this Christmas Eve, because she's doing a fundraiser to help people in her local community. So chat chaos. Let's go over there and support. Happy her fundraising. Really do greatly appreciate it because there's a lot of family in needs right now, especially around this time during the holidays. Some people is not working, some people got laid off. You know how the game goes.
Absolutely.
Look at Why High. Why High's a free young thug. He's a Cowboys fan. But
Oh, you on mute, Hakeem?
you're on mute, Hakeem.
Oh yeah. Tell Happy she needs to put a link in the description. How are we gonna donate? There's no link in her description.
You don't got an Instagram page?
No, I got it. I was looking at it, and I'm just there's no link in the description.
Yeah, there's no link, so just do that.
And then she has no photos there. They might think it's not a real page,
which is true. But that's the one. I hit her up later about it. But yeah, but it's crazy. It's crazy and how what happened to the Ron dropped. Yeah, I think his signal was really bad. Oh, she said, how can you drop it? She said, can she say something?
Oh yeah, anything for you.
Yeah, yes. Yeah, talk. Yeah,
listen,
please.
listen.
Right now.
Anything for my queen from Queens.
Go ahead. Good thing she's in the chat so she can explain more for the people. And how can you highlight her
anything for my queen from Queens? Even though I don't even know what she looks like, but I know in my mind she's beautiful.
Yeah. So
my queen. Mm-hmm.
She in the back, no? So this
No.
is break. Just so she can explain her calls. And then we'll resume. Yeah, so guys, as we wait, please make sure y'all hit that like button. Please make sure y'all hit that subscribe button, and please make sure y'all hit that notification bell so you know when we go live. I had to know, I just recently just found YouTube and resetting a lot of people's channel. I have to resubscribe to a lot of people's channel again. So guys, please make sure y'all
What's good, Gore? We see you, baby. We see you. Shout out to Gore.
Shout out to Gore.
All right, man. Nice meeting y'all guys. Y'all have a great weekend.
You too, Ronald. Thank you for coming by.
Thank you for coming.
All right, thank you, man. Appreciate you.
Thank you. You're welcome. Have a nice meeting y'all guys.
Yes, sir.
Anyway.
Sorry, now I'll talk to you later, big dog.
All right.
Yeah, go ahead, Happy.
Hi guys, hi everybody.
Hey.
No, I want to say that I personally wasn't like the one taking all the funds or whatever, like that. What it was for though, and it's not just my community, it was actually for the YouTube community, for our space. Those were the families we are targeting. You know what I mean? We want to help the people here in our space. Do you get what I'm saying?
Mute that.
Yeah, please. Mute that. We just want to hear your voice, not ours in the back.
Oh, my bad. Okay, so I didn't realize. No, but I wanted you to know that the messaging my Instagram was just for the people who may be in need of a little extra cheer this year. That's what my Instagram was for, so that the people who may need a little more cheer this year, they message me in my inbox.
No, that's fair. No, there's nothing wrong with that. I just want to bring the awareness out there because everybody need a cheer around, especially around this holiday. So
yes, absolutely.
So that's why I told Hakeem but Hakeem said the problem is because your Instagram is only like it seemed like because there's no picture there, it seemed like it might be a fraudulent page. So I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so
There's no
it has
picture.
like a picture of like the live thingies.
Yeah, so do the live or try to put some form of picture so people will
Yeah,
know.
because here's the thing: if we share the link, they're gonna say, "Who is this?" That's the only reason why. Because
No, what I'm saying is, but they're to go there to send a message if they may be in need of. Okay, so how could I put it? I'm not doing the fundraising on my Instagram page, is what I'm saying. The Instagram page is just so they can message me in case they may be in need of help.
Yeah, but how
You
can I?
know,
okay, you want them to message you. The only thing is, if we promote this to people who are not in the space,
Correct.
you know what I mean? Like, who would they know who they're talking
okay,
to?
okay. So what picture should I put up?
No,
I'm just gonna find like a picture of a heart or something, or I'm just gonna put happy in the name.
Any,
um,
I really don't. I do. We'll talk about more in the back, but
we'll talk about it in the back.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to know. But I just wanted people to know that, when they click the link to my Instagram, message me to if you get what I'm saying with the info for that.
oh,
And everybody will remain anonymous and things like that.
sounds good.
But we'll talk more. Thank you so much, guys.
So anytime,
Thank you.
happy. Anything you need for us, let us know. You know we got you.
I appreciate you guys. Peace.
Peace.
Thanks.
So so Jordan, we could go ahead. This topic Friday. So we go ahead.
Okay, we got another topic, and I add a third topic to you, Hakeem. I sent it to the direct message. So, we're done with the Young Thug. As you guys, we want to know if you want to watch it. It's on Courts and Laws, their YouTube channel, and also if you want to watch from the attorney channel, he shows it from time to time of the case as well. So, like I said, if you guys want to continue watching the case, it's an open book. It's all you watch on your televisions as well. So there you guys go. Okay, our second topic, and this happened yesterday. So apparently, yes, this happened in Georgia. A woman, suspected. She went into former Dr. Martin Luther King's home. Well, not his home, but his where he grew up at. This woman She broke into her. She got arrested. She was attempting to try to burn down the birth of Martin Luther King. We do have a video we're going to show you guys. So according to Fox Atlanta, early Friday, Atlanta police identified the suspect as a 26-year-old Lanisha Henderson. She was booked into Fulton County Jail and has been charged with arson and second degree and interfering with government property. Federal charges could be possible as the home is a federal property. The father of the suspect said that she was a veteran who was having mental health episodes at the time, and she's a veteran as well. And they had been attempting to find her for the past 2 days. The King Center released a statement after the King Center released a statement after the incident and said, "Fortunately, the attempt was unsuccessful, thanks to the brave people, good Samaritans, and the quick response of law enforcement. We thank Atlanta Police Department, Fire Department, and the National Park Service. Mayor Andre Dickinson for leading the efforts and ensure the safety of the national landmark is nice and safe." So go ahead, Hakeem, play the video. After that, we're gonna chop it up.
Yeah, and shout out to Nidus too. Nidus was the one that brought this into my awareness. Shout out to Nidus.
That is the suspect in the act holding that red canister. The 26-year-old woman has been arrested, accused of attempting to vandalize Martin Luther King Jr.'s birth home here in Atlanta. This home here along Auburn Avenue has been undergoing renovations, so has been closed to the public for the last couple weeks. Witnesses told police the woman came up to the home carrying a gas can before 6 p.m. They say that she then proceeded to douse the plants and porch with what they say smelled like gasoline. The bystanders, who included 2 off-duty NYPD witnesses, say that is the...
Of course, the big question left here is why. Well, Atlanta police are still investigating the reason behind, but we also talked to a man here on site earlier who says he was is the father of that suspect in this case. He says she is a veteran who is having a mental health episode and they were trying to find her for the past 2 days. Of course, that will come into play with any potential prosecution as this moves forward. Of course, the big question left here is why. Well, Atlanta police are still investigating.
Yeah, so as you know, like I said, Atlanta police is still investigating. According, like I said, according to the suspect's father, he says, she's a veteran and having mental episodes, and she says they were trying to fight her the last couple of days, and unfortunately, she popped out in the birth of Martin Luther King's home, which is very weird for me. I don't know why somebody would do that, but I'm gonna pass to you guys. What you guys take on her trying to burn down Martin Luther King's home birth home?
Hey, Jabari, when I heard about this case, uh, I ain't gonna lie, it broke my heart a little bit too because I would say shout out to Nightish because I started on his channel. He brought the awareness because somebody told him about it, and I was shocked. I was shocked because, mind you, and this is my issue with the whole situation because they saying it was a mental health issue. They're gonna sweep it underneath the rug. But let's say it was a white man that did it, would have did the same thing? That's the question that we all need. That's the question that we all need to ask. If a white man would have did it, would they say it would have been a mental health issue, or it would have been a media outcry and say, "Yo, we gotta prosecute this white man because what he did is totally wrong." Now, don't get me wrong, she is a sister. So I'm gonna try to take it easy on her, but like, come on now, like, come on, like for real, for real. So even though I may have mixed emotion or how I feel about Dr. Martin Luther King, I won't even do things like that. You get what I'm saying? So like even a regular person won't even do things like because we understand how he really, even though people may dislike him, he still impacted the black community, whether we may like it or not. I can't when they do that to Honorable Elijah Muhammad home.
No, they would have never got close.
Exactly.
The
That's my take.
Muslims
Go
ain't
ahead,
playing.
King. Go ahead, King.
So the bigger question is the underlying thing that we still take for granted in this society, that people out here do have mental issues for whatever reason that draw her to go to Martin Luther King's home. Who cares about his past? But for you to want to burn down an historic legend, and what I mean, she looked like she could be no older than what, 20 something, 25.
She's 26.
26, you know what I mean? Where, I mean, you had to read about him, do this. And this is why it's so important to go check on your peoples. Because these things like this happen. Luckily, she's not going to get nothing because they caught her before the act. She'll barely do a month in jail, if that, and get sent to a psychiatric thing. But the thing is, people start to get, when they got these mental, they start to have these radical ideas and start to do things that does not make sense. So it's important to check on your peoples. You feel me? Make sure they okay. If you hear something that doesn't sound okay, don't be scared to be like, hey, we're gonna have to get him wrapped up. They might hate you. You know what I mean? If they was trying to get her medical help, they probably didn't want to tie her down. Sometimes you got to do that to make sure your peoples are straight.
Yeah, when I first heard the story, man, I thought it was somebody white. I ain't gonna lie. Until we saw who it was, I thought, yeah, like what the hell? Like somebody from the white supremacist, somebody would do that. That's the first thing I would think of. But when I hear a black woman doing it, I'm like, it was shocking. It was very, very shocking. And now hearing the details of, she's suffering mental illness. We don't know what type of mental illness is as well. And she says she's a veteran. So, like I said, I do want to know more information about her and everything, because if the case she has mental health, I just feel like, the family should have done a better job of, try to give her some help if she needed it. If the father says, she's, not mentally stable. Yeah, it's just very unethical. It's just very, like, this is crazy to me. Like I said, like, you know what? Maybe a woman passed, a monument house as in, Dr. Martin Luther King, and was just thinking about burning a house down, particularly that house. I mean, it sounds like maybe somebody paid her, because I'm not saying it's true, but I know they say she has mental health, but I'm also thinking it's like maybe somebody was maybe try to pay her to maybe burn the house down too. I won't be surprised if that come out as well, because you just not burn down somebody like a regular house. You burn down the birth of Dr. Martin Luther King, which is federally owned, and that she got charged with. She got charged with federal charges and everything.
Mhm.
So I do want to know more information about it and everything. More about it's definitely her mental health. Mental health. Hopefully the family can speak out. If she got any siblings, maybe her dad will speak out a little bit more. It's just like I just want to know more information, because it's yeah, I just need more information. But what she did, man, man. I hope she get that jail time, because that's not right. And she know that she wasn't right and everything. But yeah, man, that's just a crazy story to hear. And yeah, man, she got the charges, man. You can't beat that because they got you on video. It's not like nobody got you on video. They definitely got you on video with the gasoline and pouring gasoline around the house, and you looks like you about to lit it up and everything. Also, the witnesses as well. So you're guilty, man. You're guilty because we got video and you got witnesses. So that's it. But anyway, mental health, hopefully she get evaluated and get she help she needs. Hopefully, with that situation.
No, but the thing is, like when I asked Hakeem that question, would anybody be allowed to go over there to Honorable Elijah Muhammad home? He said no. You
No.
want me to get that close?
Mm.
So that's my thing is, okay, where's the guards? Because normally they do have somebody that's supposed to be security on the premises. Normally, because I've been there. I know Hakeem been there. Jordan, I know you probably been there numerous of times. So we know how it is. They have security guards. How come this particular night there was nobody there? And then luckily, the people that those police officers that was on vacation from New York City, they didn't catch her. That house would have been burned down. Legacy gone. And then people get mad why black people don't leave legacy. That's the reason why, because they burned the shit down. Makes no sense. Go ahead again.
You have a 100 point, and I see what the point you're getting at. There should have been security at all times over there, making sure that's straight. But this is how we view our national heroes. The Muslims, you're gonna die before you get there. You need to go read about what happened when the Chicago police tried to get up in the mosque, what couple years back, and the Muslims had handled that. You're not getting to Minister Farrakhan's house. You're not going to anything that has to do with any of these things without no issue. The black Muslims ain't playing that.
I'm gonna say as Hakeem this. A lot of some of these. I hate to say this, but this is true. How this generation they would disrespect some of our people too.
Mm-hmm.
You remember about
So,
B. Simone? You remember what B. Simone said about Martin Luther King?
correct. Being
We in a
yeah.
different, and we're in a different generation of some
Mhm.
some of our black women. I'm sorry to say that will disrespect our people.
Mm-hmm.
Like as you would say, maybe our great black leaders of the United States. And this
My
generation here, this is something different, man. It's like they don't respect that. It's like they don't respect their elders. I'll give you another point I saw today with Gorilla. She was trending about she don't listen to older people. She said I was born in 1999 and everything, and she don't care about listening to older people and everything. Our generation here is different, yo. Some of these young kids in their 20s, I'll say in their mid 20s, lower 20s. I don't know how they don't. It's like they don't respect what the elders have done in the past, or what they're trying to get any wisdom from. And we got to change that, man. And we need to be very, very strong about what's going on, because if you don't put a hold into it, there's gonna be a lot of our black women and black boys gonna be disrespecting the elders, and we cannot tolerate that. Period.
man, shout out to Angel and Nicole. My cowboy lady friend is here. Shout out to you, sweetheart. She's here. Welcome, cowgirl. Well, we have our little beef because she's around 49 and she's cowboy. Yeah, so yeah, I want to tell Hakeem. There's some people actually weighing in their thoughts in the chaos chat. I don't know if you want to highlight it. We have Why High said something. and we also have Barry White saying something as well. She was
Yeah,
talking about how they're renovating right
yeah,
now. So
and I'm gonna just say if they destroyed the father of their kids, they don't care about MLK. That's a fact. But you see, the thing about that is the culture here. Jordan alluded to this and that. Now, Islam, the Nation of Islam has always been a part of black culture, but it kind of had been separate on its own entity. Everything else has been a part. We don't care about what went on with Martin Luther King, Dr. Abernathy, Booker T. Washington, um, 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 all the heroes here. We don't even like to mention them. You're not going to play with the Muslims. I'm telling you something that I've been to the mosque a number of times. They pat you down. You're not disrespecting Islam. You're not disrespecting Farrakhan. You're not going to disrespect the Honorable Elijah Muhammad or his sons or the teaching or Farad Muhammad. They're not playing with you about this. They're serious about this. We need to be. We should have been serious about this. If listen, these people, you can't even come to Muhammad University thinking you playing games, regardless if it's renovations. They're not for the kiki. You gonna respect them. We don't respect our heroes.
breathe, breathe. That's fact. And I ain't gonna lie. When I saw it, I'm telling you, it almost brought people like, oh man, really, why you like why? In my mind, like, why are you so passionate about it? Because remember, that's legacy.
Mm-hmm.
It's supposed to be here. Remember, after we go, our kids supposed to be able to go there and say, hey, that's Martin Luther King spot. That's Honorable Elijah Muhammad spot. That's Louis Farrakhan spot. But if you have people out here talking about they're using it as an excuse of mental illness, trying to burn things down, then they be like, okay, we have no memory.
Exactly, and that's why I feel like the story is not seeming right because, like I said, her father said, she be having mental illness. If I'm the father of that child, I'm trying to find all the help that she needs.
I agree.
I don't think that father's just I don't, and my thing is, it's like I don't think the father. I think the father. There's something wrong here. I really feel something wrong here because if I'm that father, I would have said, "Hey, I'm gonna help my child and everything that she needs and everything," because I feel like the father wasn't doing his job. The father needs, and all the fathers need to be doing their job, especially being their kids' life, especially their daughters and everything, because you see in our generation they're disrespecting us as elders and they're disrespecting our great leaders. Fathers, you need to step up your game and let these children know our elders did not be disrespected, and our great leaders too, and our great leaders. And also we do have I don't know with like the onset that has like Medea vibes and everything, because in some of our black community, like I said, that we have onset act like Medea, as you guys know, Medea who played Todd Perry. Hey man, they'll snatch you up if you disrespect an elder. They'll chump you up.
But hold on, Jordan. John Smith say treatment for mental health, pretty much mental illness, is expensive. It is.
It is.
I have a relative right now that's dealing with that. It is.
It is.
It's not cheap.
But you are right though. But we have enough money allocated to different places where we could put it towards mental health.
And I'm gonna say, good point. I mean, I know insurances can be expensive too, but you gotta make sure you got good insurances as well. But go back. I'm sorry. Go back to you saying, Hakeem.
And let's think about this. How many people who get gunned down by police for not understanding mental health? Luckily, they caught her at the time she didn't have what if she had a weapon on her?
Exactly.
So we have all this money that we give to different countries every other year. $3 billion to the untouchables every year. $3 billion to the untouchables. You know what I mean? We also send money over here, send money over here. We have enough money to invest in these things. You know what I mean? If you don't invest in the people, you don't have a nation. That's the common thread. This is the point that African countries and poor other countries don't understand. You have to invest in the people. We got this thing all figured wrong. People are the one who bring the economy together. So if we neglect the handicapped, the mentally ill, the ones with diseases, what you think gonna happen to a nation of us? We won't advance in nothing.
No, but Hakeem, this is the problem is they use a lot of excuses for things that's going on, like certain people's behavior, and using that as mental health issue. That's the issue. Some people really have mental health issues. Like I said, I have a family member that's dealing with that. Really serious mental health issues. But then you have other people that use that as a pretty much an excuse to sweep it underneath the rug. Well, she wasn't in her right mind. Don't get me wrong. She was in the military, and you know, you hear things about people in the military. You hear like the hardship they go through after they come out of the military, about the things they saw, or the thing they listened to, or everything, or even the training. So I understand that. But my thing is, why not do it? Because remember, everybody keeps saying the white man is bad, the white man is bad. Why not do it to the white man's business? You get what I'm saying? Or white man's establishment. But if we always go to our own establishment when we only have so little to try to get rid of. Now, why I said something too? He said, Ronnie, B. Sammy disrespect MLK several months ago. I think Jordan or Hakeem mentioned that.
I just said that, yeah.
Which is a fact. They don't care. Go ahead.
Yeah, yeah. This is very important. Just to keep be investments. And the thing is, we don't have. You can say this in the dressing room. We don't have any black leaders out here too.
No.
We have very to zero. I can't even name one. And to be a great leader and to be a leader in general, you got to get back and help your community. And the thing is, we don't have any leadership with that. And so this is why we see the state of the state in our black community today is we don't invest, but we need to invest. And in order to to invest, we have to come together and be leaders. But it's a lack of leadership, especially in our men's side. It's a lack of leadership.
Jabari has a good point. He said, "Who say the father's not helping though? She is a mental case. I don't care what a father you are, you're defeated when it comes to that." I do agree with that.
And that's the thing about Jabari. I need more information.
Yeah,
because it's something's not right. It's only you only get like 20% of what the father is saying. I need more information of, like I said, if she's a vet, what she was in the Army, what she was in the Marines, what she was in the Air Force and everything, and if she's mentally ill, what did she did that call her, kind of traumatized her to get her to the mental health and everything. I just needed more information because I only got 20%. I can't really do another 20%. I just need more information.
Yeah, more information gonna come out, and I guarantee you, Martin Luther King kids will speak out on it. And not only that, but Barry White said something true. Was Barry White, aka Happy? She mentioned the fact is they are renovating the spot. I think they adding new things. I don't know if it's new. I don't know if it's new monuments or they probably fixing up like certain things that's probably rusted and worn out because that's what it does during a renovation. However, it still don't give nobody the right to go over there and try to burn down. Now I understand she have a mental health issue, but I won't be surprised when the authorities actually probably get a warrant and check her belongings. You won't see a lot of books and a lot of things she's been studying on quote unquote MLK why she wanted to burn it down.
And I'll say this too. Speaking of Martin Luther King kids, if I'm Martin Luther King kids and she does have mental health issues, as Martin Luther King kids, I would see if I can find a way to try to help her out. I'll see if I can try to go help her out. And also, if she got, and like I said, if she get charged, make sure you pay for lawyers and everything, and do what you need to do, and then if you take care of everything, if the federal can have a possibility maybe to drop the charges, you go help that woman out if she's going to mental illness.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you do that, that's definitely helping our own, especially our women and everything. So I'm calling out the Martin Luther King's kids. Please help this lady out if she needs the help that she needs.
If they got the resources too, because they're broke.
That too.
Wow, you don't say that, man.
Oh yeah, it's a fact. They're broke. Malcolm X kids are broke. Maybe the oldest one, I think she's like a lawyer or something, but a lot of
Yeah,
them are
she's a
not.
lawyer. I think she got several books. I think.
Yeah, a lot of them are not financially inclined. We don't even take care of our heroes' kids. We don't give a f about them.
Mm.
You know what I mean? We feed our heroes' kids to the world like scraps to a dog. We don't care none about the greatness that we're able to live and do that. There's certain people you ain't gonna mess with about they hero.
Yeah,
Them
that's a
Hispanic
fact.
boys,
Yeah,
them Hispanic boys disrespect one of their leaders or disrespect one of their ideologies.
yeah,
You're gonna get it. Just like Islam, the Arab
yep.
disrespect Muhammad, you might not be here tomorrow.
And I think that was it. I think the black culture need a culture change,
Yeah.
and especially in our way of a mentality as well. But this is my question for you guys. Let's say it was a black man that did it. Will he got the same treatment?
He probably would have got gunned down. They probably filled him up with bullet holes. You know what? Listen, we live in a country where there's a law for mistreating black men. Like it's just a law. It's an unspoken law. You got to beat them, club them down, pump them up with bullets, drag them on the street. You know what I mean? Let their flesh cook like bacon.
Oh,
You ain't gonna do that to me. I'm gonna die for mine. I'm gonna
bro.
die.
That's a hard thing. Jordan, what your take on that? What do you think? If it was a
No,
black man in this case,
he probably, I would agree, he probably was shut down. So if
Yeah.
they would have called, they probably brought SWAT or somebody.
Hey,
And they think about he got gasoline. Oh, he's gonna blow this house up. Take him down.
you see, listen, you see, they got a guy for a random traffic stop, and they was pumping him up with volts with that stun gun. Oh Lord! All you hear is the cries of black men when the police pulls it. Oh Lord, please don't stop it, Mama. That's all you gonna hear. You gonna hear more black men call for Mama.
why I have a message for you, Hakeem.
Yeah.
He said, Hakeem, parents to teach kids how to fish.
Mm.
Mmm.
Why how you sound like
Facts.
why how saying that I could tell you an older person. Only an old conservative, an older conservative man would say something like that. Teach him how to fish. That's a Booker T. Washington statement, and so much. That's all he ever talked about.
Yeah, 'cause remember fishing, it teach you patience,
Mm-hmm.
it teach you persistence, it teach you I forgot, it teach you so much with fishing.
And communicate conversations.
Yeah, conversation, communication, it teach you time.
Mm-hmm.
But he was metaphorically speaking that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, of
So
course.
yeah, he said,
Hmm.
"Don't look for the public for help." Listen, white folks ain't gonna save us. They already told us. We don't care how much money we owed you. We don't care how much we stole and how many patents we took. You ain't getting nothing that back unless you're trying to get your lick back. You ain't gonna get that either. So the best thing we can do is just do for ourselves. We have enough money, resources, knowledge. We have enough educated bourgeoisies to make
Hmm.
sure we can live comfortably. The Asians, they've been mistreated here too. We put them boys to fix the railroad, and let them die on the railroad. Nobody will say nothing about that. You know what I mean? And if you start focusing on yourself, loving yourself a little bit more, we're gonna be in a position. I'm all for the betterment of people in general, but I'm all for the betterment of my people. I'm all for disregarding ignorance. I care nothing about what the ninjas are doing. I care about what people who trying to be progressive and intelligent about. Why just said something that I live and breathe by. Do for self. I try to teach my nephews that. I want no handouts because I know I'm not going to get it. I am a man in this 20th century America. Women are not going to feel sorry for me. The judge ain't going to feel sorry for me. Damn show the rent man. So if I don't have nobody, the only person who's going to feel sorry for you is your mama. That's the only person who's going to feel sorry for you. Everybody else don't care. So what did that leave you, man?
But not even, because sometimes the mama would kick you out at the age of 18. So you better go out there and live.
Yeah, no, definitely. So
That's a
so
fact.
it puts us in a position where we say like, hey, brother, you got to do for self. Now. We have to take care of our own as well. I wonder if there was an intervention with that young lady who was going through something. Me, I've learned my lesson because I used to not intervene when I was younger in other people's problems, people who I cared about. And tragically, those people are in another situation. I wish I intervened. But you also want to try to be on the up and up with these people so you can be in a good relationship. You want them to still be living. Just like if some of my friends and you see me heading to a wrong path and you know that, hey, if we let Hakeem go this route, he might not be here tomorrow. Let's get him locked up. He'll be mad, but he'll get over it after a couple years or something. And if we might can have a sandwich together, hold the mail.
That was time with Jordan. When Jordan said, really check up on your people, and see how they really mentally doing. Whether it is a mental health issue or not, I just don't like the behavior, man. Because I would like imagine what it actually. Let's say if it actually would have went through, it would have been like one of the most. It would have been like literally a sad day in America. Even though people say, "Oh, it's just a house," that house got a lot of meaning to it. They really do. Go ahead, Jordan.
Absolutely, you guys. So, as you guys know, I do have another topic to talk for you guys, and this is going about this. He's been trending. This is going about Russell Simmons, and he was talking about allegation that he's been that he had in the past about grape, and he said he took like 9 lie detector tests, proving his innocence against the allegations. And he also said he wasn't the best person towards women, but he's never been violent or forceful. He said we can't demonize people without proof. It was kind of going with the Diddy situation, but I kind of believe Diddy did what he did. But yeah, this went viral. So go ahead, Haki, I did send it to you. After that, we're gonna chop it up with Russell Simmons, where he was talking about him with allegations.
9 lie detector tests. People don't know that. 9 separate. 7 from the chairman of the Polygraph Association. 1 for each of the serious accusations. 1 for when someone said, for instance, I was violent. One person said that. I've never been violent. Took that. And 1 for I apologized. I never apologized about assaulting anyone. But if 2 people say it, because one said it and me too, and the second person said it, then I took a test for it. 3 hours per test by 2 polygraph examiners. 1 that I've never done this to anyone, and 1 I've never done to each individual. Some people say that they're not accurate, but if they're 94% accurate, I did 9 of them. It's pretty clear that I don't believe it. I even asked what if I believe it, but it's not true? He said, your subconscious will get you. I said, I don't know how true that is, but that's what was told to me by the chairman of the Polygraph Association. He was filmed, by the way, talking about this, so there's footage available. No one in the mainstream would cover that.
Why do you think that is?
There's a narrative.
Which is what?
That we don't want to go backwards. We want to believe women. But women and celebrities may be in some cases a little different. But we don't want to not believe women. We have to believe women. We have to give them the benefit of the doubt, but we can't demonize people without proof either. Twitter cannot make a decision. I've never spoken to a policeman. I've never spoken to a judge about anything. So who's the judge and the jury here? Maybe you haven't lived in the real world. It's gray. No one's intentionally hurt anybody. It's a big difference. No one pushed anybody, and being pushy is different from pushing someone. It's very gray.
Rape is a strong allegation. And some of these stories, or that you pinned women down. I mean, like bad stuff, either happened or it didn't, right?
Yeah, it's a serious word, but I think they've changed the meaning.
How so?
Because I've never been violent to anybody. The rape is a violent crime. So it isn't very serious. Somebody jumps out of bushes and rapes somebody. It's different, I think. So it's a different kind of recollection. I mean, so I don't think anybody's saying it was violent. Of course, I've been insensitive, but certainly I've never been forceful in any of my relationships. All of what I've had has been consensual. I took 9 lie detector tests. People don't know that. 9 separate. 7 from the chairman of the Polygraph Association. 1 for each of the serious accusations. 1 for when someone said, for instance, I was violent. One person said that. I've never been violent.
So yeah, man. As you guys don't know, over the years, I think I could demonstrate to like 1991, I believe. There's been allegation of him with assaulting women and everything. And so as you can see, when you, especially for a man, when you in that type of cases, as we saw with Diddy, once you in there with some type of sexual assault or anything, I'm sorry, guys. That court, like I said, they just believe, all men, like I said, all men, if you're in that hit with that assault, they just say, hey, you're guilty, especially the court public opinion, because court public opinion is hell. Especially if like a man like, Russell Simmons, thinking he said he passed, all the polygraph tests, meaning it's true, but still, there's still some people believe that he did it. So it shows you how our society is. When somebody's convicted of something, you already guilty. Even if you pass, the lie detector test, you still might be still guilty. And that's how Russell Simmons was saying. I'm gonna pass with you guys. Start with you, Ronnie. What's your take about Russell Simmons said how he passed, lie detector test, but a lot of people feel like he's still guilty what he did with the allegations.
Now, when it comes to now when it comes to the aspect of Russell Simmons, I'm gonna be like pretty much clear. Now, for him to do 9 polygraphic tests and to pass it at 94%, that's really damn good. The man is innocent.
Yeah.
Now, I know people say there's way for you to beat the test because based on your heart rate. Don't get me wrong. Russell is known for being a very, like you can see, a very calm, relaxed guy. Cause I think he's a Buddhist. If I'm not, I think he's a Buddhist or Hindu, one of them. And one thing about them, they teach you they teach you about the power of breathing and also the power of meditation and how to relax your body and relax your heartbeat. So that's probably why he probably beat the test. But in all honesty, I think he's pretty much a really honest guy, and I think he's telling the truth. Now, right now, I can't. Where is he located now? He's somewhere in India, I think. You say
Bali.
he's in Bali, and you can
But
see that this thing is still haunting him over there in Bali to this day. After him doing the test, after him clearing his name, and why I say something that was very powerful. He said, if he had failed, this would have made national news. So that means they knew he passed the test. They knew the man is clear. But because we live in a digital age with social media, you have Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and also YouTube. They spin all these false allegations against him, and that's what's probably haunting him because he said, "Hey, at the end of the day, it's not true because I did what I needed to do, the probable causes to get my name cleared." So they know the truth, but yet they still want to use this quote unquote that I grade somebody, which is not true. And to me, I think P. Diddy need to do the same thing Russell did. Go ahead, do the test, clear your name, get out of the spotlight, because if not, this is gonna pretty much haunt you to pretty much forever. Go ahead, King.
definitely. Adrian Nicole said, "Drama and lies will always be louder than the truth. Unfortunately,
Preach.
with many cases, we may never know who really is telling the truth." Nicole,
Drop the Marco.
you are so spot on. And mind you, she worded it in a way where she's not trying to be discount what the women are going through,
Mm-hmm.
also not trying to overlook what the men are going through. It's just a perfectly crafted statement,
She stole it from the Cowboys.
basically. But let's look at it from a point. We're in an age where we hear of allegations, people get shot down, and they're gone. Businesses are lost. Not forgetting these people got kids, and these people got family members. These people got associates. And when an allegation gets going, it's over. Let's take Chingy for an example. Sydney Starr made up a lie. Actively lied on air and then went back and confirmed that, yeah, I was just playing. Messed up the man's career. Nobody wanted to work with him. Still to this day, nobody wanted to do it. They know it's a lie. And they don't want nothing to do with Chingy. So there's a lot of guys who have been accused of something and can't be exonerated. I've known people who's been accused and had to move out of town. Never went to court, never with this. They was judged by public opinion. Now, Puffy, on the other example, compared to Russell has no evidence against him. We've never known him for this. And here's the thing. People have came and spoke up for his thing and say, man, Russell's not that kind of guy. He's soaking wet $120. Who's he muscling? Puffy, on the other hand, if y'all go read the Cassie document, I read it. There were detailed statements, detailed occasions. She had gathered up information. You can't just file a civil lawsuit without having evidence. This is the reason why there's no civil lawsuit against Russell. All you hear is just accusation. Puffy has 2, 3, and listen here. The third victim of Puffy put it up a picture of her sitting on his lap while she was 17.
Yep.
Nobody has come to his defense, and nobody. He said extradition. Now, here's the thing. That doesn't mean John Smith. What does extradition laws embody? You're right, but here's the funny thing: a lot of people don't know. Russell has been back and forth from the U.S. on vacation. Where is he running? Listen, if the U.S. want to get you, they'll come get you. Let's just get this straight. No matter where you at, it's 2023. Some places extradition, they're getting you, fam. Even in Mexico, they don't round up a couple people in Mexico. They're not playing. So I don't think he's running. I think that these accusations do outcast people, and a lot of these women need to understand, like, if you're gonna go through this and we're gonna support you, please let this be 100% accurate, baby. Because when you do this, you're gonna have men resent you. We're not trying to not believe what women say. We do know there's perpetrators out here, but the problem is there's guys who are being accused, and when we look at the facts, it's like.
But I gotta give you a little bit of pushback. Just because a woman sat on his lap doesn't mean he did anything.
That is true. You're
that was saying false allegations. That was saying I think P. Diddy needs to do the test like Russell did. Go ahead, Joe.
I was saying that's why when the picture came out, Diddy, I did a short Diddy coming out, putting on Instagram speaking by, hey, I'm tired of y'all trying to get this money grab, and I'm going to fight this and make sure to put my innocence and everything, because when that picture came out, it could be true, but the thing is, it's not enough evidence. Maybe it is trying to money grab. But the thing is, because with these accusations, especially some celebrities, it could get so bad that, with some celebrities, like, they don't want to live in America no more. They got to live somewhere. Right? You think, Russell Simmons in Bali. I don't think he's going to stay in Bali. I don't think he's going to come back to America, because the allegations he's been having from the past couple of decades, he don't, like I say, it's unlikely. Like, I mean, he'll go, to America, maybe see his kids and everything. But other than that, I don't think he want to live in America no more. I'm gonna say, remember our late great Michael Jackson? Well, he was accused of allegations at the time. It started in early 90s and everything, and he had Johnny Cochran as a lawyer, and then Johnny Cochran said, hey man, you gotta pay this, you gotta pay him out. Even though it might, feather a little bit, you probably have to pay him off, and that's what Michael Jackson did. And then back in the early 2003, it was I remember he did a documentary with this one guy, and they did a full documentary on Michael Jackson. Went to his Neverland ranch and everything, traveled to Michael and everything. Come to find out, it was evidence of trying to get Michael Jackson. They try to charge Michael Jackson again, and then they charged him. He had to go back to court. Found out he was innocent. It got so bad he had to move out of the country. We ain't heard from Michael for the last couple of years.
That is true. Michael ain't no Michael has never been there. He's just a space cadet.
Right. And remember,
But allegedly they say he had little boy sleeping in his bed, supposedly.
but the
That's
thing,
his issue.
yeah, and the thing is, it's like once he passed, a couple last, I think it was a couple years later, one of the first accusers back in the 90s that he had paid out. The accuser said, "Hey, Michael, they do nothing." He said, "I'm tired of living this lie.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, that's fact. Yeah,
I'm tired of living this lie. This never happens to me." And now one of the dancers, trying to come out. And Michael been passed since 2009. There's another accuser that I guess he was a backup dancer for Michael or something like that, trying to get money and said Michael touched me when I was little. This man been dead since 2009. They still trying to go Michael's insane and get Michael's money.
Look at why High's comment from the chaos chat. Chat chaos. Look what he said. He said, the media have all the evidence on Don Giddy, but silencing not to piss off the Asian, the Australian media.
Yeah,
that's a fact.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Listen, we pick and choose who we want who we want to vilify, and that's the biggest issue here. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? And this is why there's a witch hunt going on, and this is why it makes men, even me, scared to approach women, to come close to women, and to even try to say hello. And some people might think I'm a little bit standoffish. I'm just trying to protect. Would say, did you touch me?
But Hakeem, it's going to happen because remember, as this platform grows, and we start getting more and more notoriety, we're going to have to be more careful.
Oh no,
we talk to.
Yeah, definitely. Listen, and a lot of people might not like this. If you come work here, your boyfriend or your daddy got to come in the studio with you every time.
Yeah, because like I said, look what happened to Marcellus Raleigh, the former NFL player. He's in accusations and charge. Jamie Foxx, we talked about too. Yeah. The mayor from New York City, he's being charged too. So we're seeing in what we're seeing right now, the stage of we're seeing right now, a lot of these, these men are getting charged, especially within New York. Most of these charges go to New York because there's no statute of limitation. We're seeing a upbringing of a lot of men who has money or who's in politician or celebrities. They're getting charged for these allegations. And while we've seen that as men, now we're reshaping the wealth of how we deal with these new age of women, and going into 2024, because a lot of women we might work with or anything, or we might talk to or kickle. It's a lot of stuff we're gonna stop doing. If you don't have your brother, how can you say your brother, your father, your boyfriend, whatever, and we might think y'all try to get us, try to put us in jail, try to convict us, criminal charges or civil charges.
And this is why we try to advise men, and even for us, if we have to deal with women being in the media, we're gonna hire women that you strictly talk to and deal with. That's how scary it is for us. And a lot of people say, if you don't do nothing wrong, we this, but we look at the media, everybody this. So now that put the fear mongering has gotten to a point where average men are just scared to just do anything. Nah, I don't want to do this.
Yeah, I agree. You gotta protect yourself, man, out here, because look, now you got mayors, politicians, CEOs, regular folks are now being indicted because of this situation of sexual assault.
Oh, man.
Anybody can say anything now. Women can say anything. He's harassing me. You got to be very careful. You got to be very careful out here. Now, I don't play around with stuff like that. I really don't.
Me either. And listen, if you accuse me and we get cleared, we got beef. Your whole family ain't gonna be able to sleep. You make sure my kids don't eat, knowing you playing around, you trying to get a bag. I'm not stopping until I'm getting you. Because you don't play with people like that, especially if we mean serious out here. Some men ain't gonna do that because they know they ain't gonna come back from that. You not coming back from an allegation, fam. There's no coming back from that. Nobody wants to work with you. You can't go to places. Even if you ain't been convicted, people are going to look at you crazy. And that's why I was like, we believe you're guilty until proven innocent. But these particular situations, once you're just accused, there's nothing done for you. And mind you, rightfully so, if the evidence is this, but there's no, how can we mitigate the people who are accused, who are being falsely accused, compared to the actual allegations?
See, but this is the thing. Now, every time they accuse somebody, they're not trying to take them to court. It's like they're trying to get money. That's why I say now it's like a money grab. Is it really? Are you really trying to get justice for? Are these women really trying to get justice for P Diddy? Really? Or it's all about the money?
It's all about the money.
It's all,
Pay for my pain.
And I remember, I think I was the one that said, P Diddy should have took it to trial. I don't think he should have paid Cassie. I kept saying, I was like, I don't think he should have did it. But as soon as you would have paid, now everybody gonna come out of anywhere. Be like, yeah. He did it to me. He did it to me. He did. Remember, this woman came back from the 90s.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I think one of the reasons that he had to do it was swiftly was the most swiftly he ever did. I guess if he would have took it to court, it would probably been some more stuff that we probably would have known for Diddy, and it probably have a little bit more stain into him, and it just want to look right for that. And I feel like his lawyers, that's what his lawyers told him to do. Hey, if you gotta do it, you gotta do it immediately. If Johnny Cochran was still alive, he had a lawyer, Johnny Cochran probably would say the same thing.
Pay him.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
You need to get this done, but then your reputation is garnished. Your last name is everything.
That's what I'm saying.
Your
empire.
When you leave, your kids gotta still go. Your kids gotta still rock that last name.
Mm-hmm.
It's so funny. You know, Al Capone's son changed his last name as soon as he got older.
Mm.
Escobar did the same thing. Griselda Blanco did the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? They all changed their name because they didn't want the stain of living with that. So when your name is tarnished, this is why it's a very scary thing. I don't play like that. Like when I do business and it has women involved, I bring my sisters in this stuff because I trust my sisters, and you talk to them. And you know what I mean? You can't be in the room with me by myself because I don't trust nobody because I'm scary.
But don't get me wrong, but there is I say that there is some powerful men that have wealth and that do take advantage of women. That's a fact. There is some men and they do need to, like you see, like John Smith say, like only Harvey Weinstein. You don't even see no other powerful figures.
Trey Songz, but he ain't get caught yet.
I don't know. I think Trey Songz the same thing. I think he's false allegation. I think these women sleep with him. He's a popular guy. Remember, he got a song called "I Invented Sex." So I think they really like a guy like him. So he sleeps with him, and then later on in the video, he said he did something wrong to him.
I don't know, Ronnie, because there's been a lot of women that saying the same exact stories. Like it's not all different. Majority of women that try to get in, they say the same exact things of what Trey Songz has done. That's just my opinion on it.
Go ahead, King.
It says, "Damn, life is great, not being wealthy and rich, and they want masculine men back." Facts, why high? It's not all cracked up to be, bro. I want quiet money. Why I just said something what is cool. This is what, listen, you got white folks who walk around here with millions of dollars. Nobody don't know them. They're regular guys. Adam Sandler walks around in a thrift store trench coat eating pickles. They just walk around.
And basketball shorts too.
$200 million worth of pressure just walking around. And this is the type of stuff. I don't believe in designers. I don't believe in foreign cars because I don't want that kind of pressure. They know you got the bag. They're going to get you. These are why you got these athletes and rappers getting caught up in all these scandals.
Why you think billionaires will be rocking jewelry and everything? Because they want to be average as normal as possible.
Oh, my God. And listen, don't get it twisted. Billionaires do buy prostitutes.
You do.
Millionaires, but they get high-level prostitute. Ashley Mason. You know what I mean? When they want to get their freak off, they still got their wife at home. They fly a chick somewhere into a private villa, and they start freaking off. And they go home and say, honey, you okay? I just made you a sandwich.
They do a lot of nasty stuff. A whole bunch of nasty stuff. Any other thoughts? Any other thoughts? Cause I do have another topic for you guys.
Yeah, no, that's it. As we close one, yeah. I know we getting close at the end, so yeah, that's
Okay,
it for
I
me.
got one. I got one final topic for you guys. And this is your boy Von Kodak Black. So unfortunately, Kodak Black he got arrested for cocaine and other drugs, man. As we can see this past, ever since he's been out, he's been parted, and Kodak Black has not been doing good, man. He just been slowing down, going downhill, man. And I just pray to Kodak to get some help, man, because right now he definitely needs some help. Go ahead, I can't play the video, and after that we're gonna chop it up with Kodak Black.
Shout out to
That's why I love Friday. I love Friday with all these topics. Friday be the jam.
Kodak Black had nothing to say to our cameras as he bonded out of the Broward County Jail tonight. He was arrested yet again early this morning, this time on drug charges.
And that arrest happening after quite a bizarre traffic stop in Local 10's Christian De La Rosa joining us live now from Fort Lauderdale with much more. Christian.
And on some concerning charges, once again, he was jailed, once again on drug charges, and once again, he's bonding out. Bonding out of jail with a huge entourage hiding him from our cameras. But before he was out, he had to pose for his latest mugshot.
On count 1, possession of cocaine. Count 2, tampering with or fabricating physical evidence. Count 3 is a traffic offense not before us.
At 2 o'clock in the morning, police say they found rapper Kodak Black behind the wheel of a Bentley, sound asleep. The arrest report says it was here. The vehicle was stopped in the middle of the street on the 600 block of Northwest 47th Avenue in Plantation. Officers say when they opened the door to the vehicle, they smelled pot and alcohol. And after they got him to come out of the SUV, they reportedly noticed a white powder coming from his mouth. Investigators say the substance tested positive for cocaine, finding 4.1 grams of it in a baggie. This is just the latest legal trouble for Kodak, who is 26 years old and whose real name is Bill Capri. He was also cuffed back in July 2022 on charges of trafficking and possession of oxycodone. Capri was also issued an arrest warrant back in February of this year after failing to submit to a court-ordered drug and alcohol test. And the judge also ordered Bill Capri to submit himself to random checks for alcohol and drugs while he's bond out. Live in Fort Lauderdale, I'm Christian De La Rosa, Local 10 News.
Yeah, man. So there you go with Kodak Black, man. What's y'all take on Kodak Black? With this another situation he's in right as we speak.
The thing is that's one of the things that always haunts him, and it seems like it's always going to be a plague that's going to be pretty much surrounding him. He said that's all he know is the prison. All he know is the jail system, is the prison system. Not only that, but in the aspect of him doing drugs and alcohol. Remember, the industry is a tough industry. The music industry is very tough. You got to stay up long hours. You got to make sure you entertain the fans. You got to make sure you do all you can do so you can come home every day and bring home that bag. But in his case, it's also his surroundings as well. He's hanging around with the wrong people that's going to pretty much influence him to do wrong. And I think that's what people don't understand, that he needs people that's going to be around him that don't do things like that. But the people that's around him, they doing marijuana, they smoking, they drinking, they partying all day, all night. That's all he knows. Remember, we got to keep forgetting, Kodak is a young guy. He's not like our age. He's like, what, if I'm not mistaken, what, like
26.
26?
26. Yep.
So he's very a young guy. So he's still trying to find himself. This is mostly when you're in your 30s and when a guy, that when a man actually find himself primarily. But at the same time, he's still young. He's still trying to find himself. I think he's gonna come out of it eventually. But I think he just need to get the help he need. And not only that, but I think he been laced up really bad with some bad drugs, and I think that's what got him hooked. But mostly all the popular guys in the industry got hooked on it. You had Young Jeezy, who was pretty much alcoholic. He actually pretty much mentioned that. You had Trey Daddy, who was pretty much a coke fiend. The list could go on and on. You look, you have what's his name right now, Gunplay. So just the industry itself is just a dark place. I can't probably tell you more about it because he actually know more info about the whole situation with Kodak Black. Go ahead.
You know, Kodak got in this industry really young. And we've heard this from many other superstars and actors who getting young. They get introduced to these drugs, and they get introduced to all types of nefarious things. Now, mind you, in Florida, this is not a secret. A lot of people smoke cocaine and weed together. A lot of people snort coke. People pop mollies. This is a part of our culture. And I think that him having rich and having access to money is just a thing that he said Kodak has been using before going into the industry. That's a thing. You know what I mean? And this is due to poverty. And let's also remember, he didn't grow up with no daddy. How would you know what to do drugs and if you're self-medicating on pain? You feel me? So we also have to realize that. I've seen people who I've known in my life who abuse drugs to the point and abuse alcohol, and you try to save them. Once they at a point of no return, they're not. That's why it's just best to just stay off that stuff and leave it alone. Because some people don't like some of these things are hard to get off. They're hard. You know what I mean? And this is why, you know, you got to have good people around you who's not going to lead you down to that road. And I'm going to leave this last point. DMX told the story of how he got into drugs. He was only 15, and an older person gave it to him. Like, I don't know how he explained it, and he started crying talking about this. So just imagine who introduced drugs to Kodak.
Yeah, shout out to you, French Fry Ford. Said it wasn't the industry that introduced Kodak to drugs, but the money did give him more access, which is totally facts. And you like as Hakeem said, well, she get hooked on it, man. It's hard. Even if you go to rehab and everything. Sometimes when you go back out, temptation is a mug, man. Temptation. You've been in the industry, have access to anything you want. With the money and the women and everything. It's tough, especially for the young man like Kodak Black. So hopefully, one day, Kodak Black could look at his life and just ask. I was ask Kodak Black, like Kodak Black, just ask yourself, do you want to die young? And I know you don't. And I know you don't want to. He don't want to die young. I think that's a question you should ask himself, because that's how it's looking like right now. So Kodak, man, please, man, this really, really, I know you know what you need, but this really just do an evaluation of your life. Or do you want better? It might seem you got better because you're a rapper, you got some money and everything, you do what you want to do. But at the end of the day, man, what are the things that you're going through that you probably could fix in your life to make you a better person?
Yeah, not that, but shout out to the lovely Natasha Vincent. Go ahead, Jordan.
Oh, shout out to you, Natasha. Shout out to you. Yeah, man. Yeah. Kodak Black. Yeah, man. It's how the road's looking at right now. He's he looks like he's gonna continue to do what he do and everything. And I just hope that one day, he takes up and hope it's not laced with fentanyl. And if that's the case, that could just take him out. That could definitely take him out. So yeah, man, Kodak Black, man, just I'm tired of seeing this man keep going to jail and everything. And I just hope Kodak Black really evaluate his life and just see say, hey, do I want to live long or do I want to die young?
Yeah, but I would say that thing that cocaine is one of the biggest thing that always plague the black community. That one, heroin,
and also marijuana usually, and now also alcohol. It just plays the black community, and it's sad because like man, it's like when they like you say when they in it, they just can't get out of it. Even when they try, they continue to go back. That's why I say I never try to use those type of substance because I know the harm it does to someone. That it can really mess you up a very long time. Now, alcohol I don't have a problem with that because I drink on not even like that. I only drink like when a special occasion. But some people they can't function without it. They need it. Kodak can't function without the weed and the cocaine. He needs it. He needs it. It's a part of him at this point because when you see him, you can actually see it because on one of his latest video, I think people would say there's something wrong with him. Like they kept saying praying for Kodak because it seemed like he was really out of it. Go ahead, Hakeem.
Yeah, addiction is a very serious thing. Shout out to the lovely Natasha Vincent from Montreal with love. But it's one of those type of things when you look at these things and you trying to understand like what person's pain is going through. And I agree with what Gaia said. It is the holidays, but Gaia, I also want to say this too. This is a man with 4 kids. If there's nobody you want to get yourself together for, get yourself together for your son. You have a son that's watching you. He has a
Oh, you
son
got
that
4 kids? I didn't know you have 4.
I think he
Yeah,
has
you know.
4. Yeah, he has 4 or 3.
Wow.
Yeah, he has 4 or 3. Once you start getting money, he started having more children. He started
Mm.
having more children, which is the most negative thing about that. If you was gonna have more children, you should have children with the woman you had the first child with and just locked it in with her. You feel me?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But he has other kids from different women, but his son is being raised with him. His son is a little bit more older now. He's more of maybe 10 or something like right now. Because he had him when he was younger. But then I'm saying to myself, okay, what are you doing, bro? You don't think your son got access to a cell phone and see you acting crazy? He's lost so much weight. You could tell somebody that's on drug because he looks dingy.
Yeah.
He do.
He do.
He don't
Like,
even look like him.
no,
Cause
yeah,
Kodak always used to dress fresh. Like
yeah.
you were saying, even though his hair used to be wild, but he would like dress fresh. You be like, man, but like it's starting to get to him. Like even that video when you saw in the video of when he was in the courtroom, you can see it. Like he was like, man, like he said, man, I'm tired of this, man. Like you can see it.
Mm-hmm.
It's the demons he's battling.
That's right.
Them demons are serious. That was it. Is not the type of
Yes,
this you
yes,
say not
Natasha.
dingy.
Yeah, he is very dingy.
Yeah, he looking rough. He looking rough. He look like he need to go to some therapy and really release that pain. Not only that, but Hakeem, Kodak's father used to live up the street from him. You know that, right?
You see?
He said nobody used to claim him. Yeah, he put it in the documentary. He literally lived up the street from him, but he never used to claim him, and that's why he got upset.
And who knows why that happened for? And this is why we can't even judge that situation if we don't know the facts of that. There has to be reasons for that. You feel
Yeah,
me? You know what I'm saying? That people don't we don't want to talk about, and you know what I mean. This is where he doesn't have his story to say that. You know what I mean? To say that you can't be $1 million dude looking like you just woke up out of a trash can. When he did the interview, my God, when he did the interview on the drink tracks, he looked at like somebody that was a homeless guy. Like having he looked like he looked like he didn't take a shower. Listen,
He looked like when a homeless guy smell like piss. Let's just say that.
basically, I moisturized today. You could tell that nigga ain't moisturized. He looked at dingy with diamonds in his mouth.
Right.
he's
Like,
losing
bruh,
it.
did
Money
you?
don't bring happiness.
Right.
What money do is just bring the person wherever they at the moment.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? So that's the thing.
Yeah, man.
Sad, man. The security guard looking at the parking lot, going to the strip club, driving out vehicle, fear of being drugged by girls. Wow. Mm. That would say, man. That would say Kodak. That would say Kodak. Eventually, hopefully, he does get it and work towards himself. Excited to see him there because he is a Floridian. He worked very hard to be where he's at, but I don't want him to lose it all because of this demon that he can't get rid of.
If that's the case, if that's the case, he should have stayed. I don't even believe if Donald Trump should have pardoned him. He probably should have stayed in jail. If he came out keep doing this again.
No, but no, because people love him. Trump said he listened to him. He do. He make good music. He got that swagger people like about him, and he is what it is. Like he always wherever he goes, he always brings the crowd out. But sometimes fame is not everything, because sometimes fame don't heal that pain that you be dealing with was inside of you. And I think that's what he's dealing with. He's dealing with a lot of pain.
Yeah, that fame, it separates you from the average person because when you with the fame, it's like you're alone. You're kind of you kind of the 1%. So it's like you can't have friends with a lot of people that's average and everything, or a lot of people that's in that 1%. So yeah, I just feel like quarterback he's alone, and I just feel like he might feel like he's alone, and then he really can't really talk to nobody to get the help that he needs.
But I also want to talk about something where this is a bigger issue than that. Me and Urban Noise had talked about this a couple years ago when Kodak had got arrested for a gun at his house and all his homeboys were there. When you're the one with all the money, everybody else around you becomes a yes man. Everybody's scared to say, fam, you're not doing well. He has no OG, nobody to hold them accountable. Who you gonna tell who worth $4 million what to do if he's paying your rent? You want to make sure the money train is going okay. These guys were so scary, they let Kodak take the charge instead of him, instead of them taking him. You can't, and this is why you need to have accountability. I also want to mention this guy's name, which I was very shocked about how reckless he been, and since he had a father, Cam Newton.
Oh boy, yeah, you're right about that. That man is reckless with what he's doing. Go ahead, Candace. Please explain.
His mother and father been together for 30-something years. They're still married. And he has been out here recklessly having kids from different women, have not married anybody. So I'm saying is this, he has all this money. Can his parents tell him what to do if he's financially taking care of them? And this is the same situation.
No.
You can't get rid of your homeboys who check you. And it's important to keep people around who's going to make you hold accountable.
And he's still going on reckless too. He's having his 8th child on the way next year. And the thing is, I think he was talking to the episode on his podcast about him and B Simone and everything. He talk about, I know I have a problem and everything. I know what my problem is, but my thing is, he don't seek the way to fix the problem, and he's still doing what, and then the thing is, he knows he had a problem, but it's like, I don't give a damn. I know my problem, but I don't give a damn. I'm still gonna keep doing what I'm doing.
Oh, Cam.
Yep.
Yeah, but the thing with Cam, like I said, like how Cam said was the truth. When you have everybody around you that's a yes man, it's hard to it's pretty much hard to even change any form of lifestyle because everybody be like, yes, you're doing a good job, That's one of P Diddy's issues. P Diddy will not hire you unless you're a yes man. You have to be a yes man around him. And that's why his ego is so big. So right now, P Diddy of course it's not a P Diddy topic, but right now P Diddy is dealing with a defeat. Everybody's your yes man, so you don't have nobody to come in and say, hey, P Diddy, I think you need to go and address this. No, everybody gonna say yes, sir, whatever you say, sir. Kodak, that was a good example. Hakeem, I think that was a great perfect example of him being people around him being a yes man. But I thought his brother, that you got his older brother that be around his camp. I thought he checks him.
His brother ain't nobody. You talking about John Wick?
Yeah.
His brother looked like he on something too. No disrespect. I don't want no problems. No
Nigga, you be
disrespect,
reminding me a
but
lot.
yeah, but John, listen, like your little brother's worth over $10 million. What you gonna tell him? He's keeping you afloat. He
Bro,
gave
you
you
still
a
need to.
rap.
No, because, bro, we need to make sure you straight. Because if you go out, we all go out.
That is true,
The
but
money gonna start coming
they
in.
they didn't care about that. They let him took the gun case when this the reason why he had went to jail the first time. It was 7 dudes in there. 7 dudes, and they let the man with the money take the gun case. Think about that. Florida guys are different, bro. These guys don't care. You're not gonna be the next boss. There's only one boss. You scared to go to jail so bad? Man, come on, like a boss and say, "We'll have you out by the night.
Yeah.
We'll have you out by the night. Just go spend. When you come out, we'll make sure you straight." No, they're not doing that. These guys are gangster, but they scared to do that time.
I think it was just Diddy. Was it not Diddy? So it was Jay Z. Jay Z said the hardest thing he realized when you become in this industry is to have really good friends.
Yeah.
Because it seems like everybody's out there trying to get you.
You are right. This is why we can't let the influence of money and people do this, because you start to lose yourself. This is why it's so important to keep family around.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So they was like, "Hey, I don't think you should do that." He said, if he's being destructive, even as an adult, it is his parents' responsibility to refuse his money and gifts. They are the request correction based on the value they raised him. That, Natasha, that sounds good in theory, but if you know your son is keeping your lights on, they allow. Listen, here's the funny thing about in a Caribbean household, Natasha. He's Haitian.
He's Haitian.
The Haitian mothers run the show. Let's get that straight. They tell the boys what to do. They're not telling, his mama ain't telling him what to do. I don't know what kind of Haitians they are, because my mama's not going to let me go an inch. When I was in trouble and I got in trouble and I was that she told me, you got to go. You got to go. And I came back and begged for forgiveness every time until she felt deemed that I made penance. But over there, they just let him run rampant. No, if you $1 million, your mama's still your boss. Hey, I need you to put $1 million over here at the church. Go ahead, do it tomorrow. Now. They don't got that. Why you think a lot of these guys are in the problems they is now? They have nobody to hold them accountable. Puffy, where's Puffy's mother? Why Puffy mother allow him to do whatever? And listen, you know what I mean? How you allow your son to go out here and be accused of this? Personally, if I had got caught up in that, my mother disowned me. She was like, he did that? Let me see the tapes. Oh, that's him? Okay. That's in our community. In the Caribbean community, the worst thing you ever want to do is to disappoint your mother. It's to disappoint your mother, because that last name here, and I say Caribbean, but any folks, but staining the name of your parents is the worst thing you can do in any family, especially poor folks. And I'm speaking from a perspective of being Haitian. The worst thing you can do is to dirty your dad's and mother's last name. They don't care about money.
Right. Mm-hmm.
They don't care about houses. They really care about degrees.
Yeah.
They care about degrees. They care about job titles. They don't care about none of that. Haitians don't even care about Benzes or Mercedes or nice cars. That shit don't mean anything to them. I learned that in figure when you know what I'm trying to say. We keep score by education and accolades. You becoming a police officer, a lawyer, a doctor. You becoming a pastor. They don't even respect musicians in our community. That's the craziest thing. Nurses, doctors are more revered as godlike figures. You could be you could be $1 million rap artist, and your mother still say you need to still go get a degree.
That's a fact. But my uncle, my godfather was a God rest his soul. He was a doctor. Yeah, facts. That's the one they really put highly respect. If you're a musician, they really don't. But that was say he's but Kodak, yeah, he's a different breed of Haitian, a different breed, different
Yeah,
type of breed.
he
You know.
he ain't none of ours.
But remember, but his whole life he always been in the streets. So that's all he knows. Remember he say when I was like 16, I was always jacking cars. You know, so that's what he that's all he knows. That's why I say if he was part of our circle, we would have told him like, hey Kodak man, you gotta go get some help, man. You gotta get yourself together. If he was part of our camp.
Urban North says Proverbs. Proverbs mention how it's better to have a good reputation because that's what lives on.
Fact.
True, because they gonna remember you by your reputation. They ain't gonna remember how much money you had when you pass. Period.
Look what Waha say. Waha say Hakeem right. When I left home to the DFW, first thing Dad say, don't mess up our name.
Breathe.
That last name means everything, bro.
They do. Breathe.
Your dad don't care what you do. He say, yo, you going out there, make sure it's for something serious.
Breathe.
They don't care about none of that goofy stuff. And you know what I mean? And Waha speaking from a perspective that I know clearly. You know what I mean?
There's a lot of man in the chat. That's what they man talk.
He said, one chooses a good reputation over great riches. Being held in a high esteem is better than a silver or gold. Let's talk about it. Kodak is a rich guy, but his reputation is tarnished. It's been tarnished. Let's just get that. Like he has a career and a resume that don't look good.
But remember, he could change it. You still have time to change it.
He does have time to change it, but the bad sometimes outweigh the good depending on how bad it is. You can give out a number of turkeys. You can give out air conditionings, cool people down. But if your reputation doesn't precede yourself, this is why reputation is more valuable than money. We've known that growing up in the ghetto. You know, there's some guys some guys you can go, if he said it, if somebody told you something, you'll look and say, yeah, we ain't gonna question him because he ain't never been dirty out here. You know what I mean? That's how powerful that is. You know what I mean? Some guys whose reputation is, you got some homeless people who stand on business that they know not to mess with because they know like he don't bother nobody. He stay to himself. He mind his business. And we know he put in work out here. He don't ask for nothing. You know what I mean? This is why your behavior links to your reputation. And that means anything. You know what I'm saying?
Why I say I'm older than 90? Wow. That was how I listen to my OG.
You see?
My OG is I always listen to my OG. I don't care. Because y'all have some serious wisdom. Because remember, when y'all leave, we the next one up. Me, Jordan, and Hakeem, we the next one pretty much up.
Basically. So we got to learn from, and listen here, why you, Nightish, got to hold me accountable. Got to hold him accountable. You
Facts.
still, you know what I mean? You still are elder in a sense, even if it's a couple years. You could be like, but we have to be receptive to listen.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? Luckily enough, we're not so far removed where we're at it. We grew up in an era where they tell us to listen. Hey, he said something, go ahead and listen to what he said.
Yep. Right.
You know what I mean? Because you know better than me. You should help me prevent the mistakes. And this is why it's better as you start to get an ascension to different places. You need to keep people who are a little bit more sense. But we look down at people who have less than us.
Yeah, that's why I don't like that. I still listen to that homeless guy down the street. If he's speaking some wisdom, trust me, I'm listening to that homeless guy down the street.
Yeah, because like I say, because he might be a fool. He wasn't, like I said, he might be an old fool, but he was a young fool too, and he can teach you some stuff that don't do what I did. Period.
Yeah. And that one, guys, it's also Joe, very important to make sure you like, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell on the right hand side. Remember, we do go live each and every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6 o'clock Eastern time. Like always, appreciate you, Y High, First Time Florida, Urban Noise, the lovely Natasha Vincent. Also, shout out to Adrian, man, Adrian Nicole. Shout out to you, sweetheart, for coming through. Really do appreciate the support. Shout out to Barry White. Shout out to King Dog. Shout out to Jabari. Shout out to sorry, Jabbar. He said his name, Jabbar. Shout out to Ashton. Shout out to Bobby Bryant. Shout out to the lovely Bobby Bryant. Shout out to Gore.
Shout outs to Gore.
Shout out to Gore, man. The chaos culture is all over. Shout out to DB, who also was here. Shout out to Bob with Big Heavy Podcast, was also in the building. I don't know. I ain't see with Sherry Bryant. Yeah, Sherry Bryant was it. Shout out to Sherry Bryant. She was very quiet today. I know it's Friday. Normally Fridays when everybody start winding down, getting ready for their lovely weekend. Of course, we're gonna enjoy the football game. We got a lot of games coming up this Sunday, so it's gonna be really, really cool. Very interesting games. I know everybody's waiting to enjoy that. And now there's a lot of basketball games going on right now, so I know everybody's getting ready for basketball. So hopefully your team win, whoever your teams are. And also, it's also very important, guys, that you go to KL Culture Radio Community. Hold on. I can't. There's anybody on Twitch? I didn't say Joe No Heard Him, but shout out to Joe No Heard Him because I know somebody. Huh?
That's it. Shout outs to Joe No Heard Him.
Shout out to Joe No Heard Him. Shout out to those that were watching us earlier on my IG and also watching on the KI Culture IG. We really do greatly appreciate you guys. Shout out to the Hakeem. You know, people actually goes back after the show's over. They actually go and watch us on Facebook too. So shout out to those that actually go back and watch us on Facebook and leave comments. You know, I'm actually trying to get one of the guys I actually know to come on the show because he said he got something to tell you guys. I mean, me, you, Jordan, Aki, he was a debater, so I'm gonna sit down really soon. Adrian, Cowgirl, good luck to you on Sunday. You got the Eagles, tough game. Good luck, because that's the one who's gonna ever go clutch the division. Good luck to you on that.
That's right.
But guys, also very important to go to KL Culture Radio Community tab. In the community tab is the KL Culture Radio T-shirt where me and Jordan got on. We also have other colors as well. We're working on it. I can't gonna let us know when it's back in stock. And of course, I'm gonna be rocking that ASAP. We got the KL Culture Radio coffee mug for you coffee drinkers, and also you guys that like to drink. You can use that too. And while you drink your coffee early in the morning, make sure you have a good read with Prince Hakeem book, Black Love. Come over here, support the platform. We really do greatly appreciate it. Adrian, it is gonna be a great game. You do not want to. You know I'm not gonna miss that. I'm actually gonna stay off for that game, that prime time. Like always. We love you guys. Thank you for tuning in to KL Culture Radio. We on the way. We headed. We're working very hard. We're gonna hit that million. I can't tell you. We're gonna hit it. We're gonna hit it. That's our role, is to hit 1 million subscribers. And that's what we're gonna. And I have a shout out to those. Very important. Shout out to those that actually go and download the podcast. We really do greatly appreciate that. You guys don't understand. I remember one time we only had one download, so now it's reaching over 10,000 downloads.
Yep.
On Spotify. That is great. So shout out to you guys that actually go back and download it and listen to it and spread the message all throughout the world. We really do greatly appreciate it. You don't understand that. Hell, I can't. We going globally, big dog.
We definitely in.
So your name, when we're gone, we globally.
Global. And this message will live on forever.
It is. It will. Like always, thank you for tuning in to KL Culture Radio, guys. We over and out. See you guys Monday. Peace.
Peace.
Peace.